So my name is Sharon Efomi, and I'm currently living in Birmingham. In the last 2 years, I've been exploring various different mediums to try and find what I enjoy the most. And initially, I enjoyed illustration, painting, and doing like photorealistic drawings. But currently, I've been kind of exploring more digital art. So I've been working a lot on Photoshop and just drawing from imagination to help improve my creativity a little bit more. I tend to explore anything, to be honest, that grabs my interest. So I'm not like limited to one kind of project. I like to do anything, really. For my current project, I'm making an illustrated film, which will consist of illustrations with bits of animation. Um, it's basically based off a book by Akala. I think it's called Ruins of Empire, and it's just about racism in Britain, around the world, but mostly in Britain, and how the author experienced racism. And he kind of explores many different parts of his life, including a lot from his childhood, of how racism affected his life. And I chose one of the things that he said in the book and used it as a starting point for my project, which is where he talks about wanting to be an astronaut when he was younger. But then in different parts, he discusses how the education system in Britain at that time and the racism kind of stopped him from seeking, to gain more knowledge and becoming an astronaut to achieve his dreams. Originally, my aim at the start was to do a stop motion animation. But during COVID and lockdown, things didn't go the way I thought they would go, and obviously stop motion takes a lot of time. So I scrapped that and I thought, let's work digitally. So I've spent most of my time at home learning how to draw digitally, how to use Photoshop and stuff like that, finding alternative ways to do animation. And through that, I kind of found my own style, which was very helpful. So I'm more of an illustrative person. I like, realism and stuff. Um, but yeah, like lockdown kind of helped me a bit to just be on my own and think about what it is I'm good at and what it is I'm bad at. But at the same time, it was hard not being able to speak to people because I often like asking for people's opinions about my work, and that was very hard. Well, one thing I would say is that I've definitely learned to not compare myself to others, and just compare myself to myself, I guess. Look at where I was 2 years ago and look at how much I've improved. I think that's more helpful than looking at other people, seeing a final piece and comparing myself.